Yeah, I know it's not been a great season for us so far, but we're literally recording this after Northampton destroyed Sarries. What a game that was. November, the darker nights, the colder days, and maybe even a smidge or two of international rugby to keep me busy between all of my media work and film festival duties. It's a busy month as ever for cinemas, bit quieter dare I say, because the world's about to turn very wicked indeed. Well, that, all the films are making up for how loud the core pack has been of late. So let's get straight into it. Welcome to TheJackSmit.com Front Row, your one-stop shop, filling you in on all of the movers and shakers opening in British cinemas over the next 4 weeks. And whether you're part of the pod squad on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio goodness from, or a loyal viewer on the socials, wherever you are, we are here to help bring cinema closer. So let's not waste any more time. Coming to your local cinema this month are films like these.
And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
In 2022, Dan Trachtenberg restored the limping Predator franchise with Prey, a film that was only revealed as a sequel right at the very end. And now, the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane has thrown a curveball with a new creature feature that at least partly unfolds, this time from the alien's perspective.
Predator Bad Guns is set in the future on a remote planet where a young predator who's outcast from his clan finds an unlikely ally and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Elle Fanning leads the human cast in this film, and once again Dan Trachtenberg brings a wealth of experience from other genres into the mix as he continues to revitalise the franchise for the 21st century.
Now, Trachtenberg actually told Empire that the creature is still front and centre, leading the charge. He's still a badass, but there's something there that touches you emotionally too, creating a character you can connect with, but you're also super intimidated by. It's been challenging, but exciting. This has the potential to be one of the more unique creature features of 2025. Trachtenberg's had a good track record, looks like a decent cast, it's probably going to do alright at the box office. It's a proper wait and see kind of situation. That opens things up on November 7th. The week after, well, I don't know how this one's going to play.
2 generations of magicians brought together for a reason.
Upside down room. Cool. Cool? Is nothing impressive to you?
After nearly a decade of waiting, yes, they're making a third Now You See Me film with the inventively titled Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And it's from Ruben Fleischer. Did a fantastic job on Zombieland. He then made Venom, but he's brought back a lot of the old crew. Eisenberg, Ruffalo, Harrelson, Kaplan, Franco, and for the first proper time since the divorce from Sacha Baron Cohen, Isla Fisher's back. And it looks like the Four Horsemen are gonna pull off their ballsiest heist so far.
As a diamond heist is the thing that ultimately brings the Horsemen back together, with new recruits Ariana Greenblatt, Justice Smith and Dominic Sessa joining the party for the third in this very unique trilogy of magic-related films.
Now You See Me 1 was a bit of a guilty pleasure film for me. Now You See Me 2 was a bit underwhelming. I don't know if the demand was there for a third film. Lionsgate have wanted to make it for a while. Lionsgate are also a studio who are devoid of originality at the minute. I'm probably going to be I've been that busy with things we'll tell you about at the end of this front row to watch much Hollywood content of late. But Now You See Me has got star power, but it's also a bit cliche and predictable at points. It's another film I don't know where it's going to play. It will be a proper case of I'm going to wait to see how the big boy critics handle it before I decide whether we're going to cover it for TheJackSmit.com. But yeah, I'm in two minds about it. However, on the same day is a film that I know I will be seeing, because Edgar frickin' Wright is back. Grab your cornettos, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be an absolute doozy. Back in 1987, when The Hunger Games was just a twinkle in Hollywood's eye, Arnie starred in a dystopian Stephen King adaptation about a sadistic game show where contestants fight or die. And now, Edgar Wright has brought The Running Man to the big screen, this time in what looks to be a more faithful adaptation of the novel.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss it twice.
Right there is why you can win this game.
The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
And get your family out of Slumside for good.
This looks so good, man. It's going to have Edgar Wright's visual style. You can tell from the trailer. It's going to have the storytelling might of Stephen King. And crucially, it's the same writing team who brought us Scott Pilgrim vs. the World back in 2010. I mean, it sells itself, doesn't it? It's going to look right at home on premium large format screens. I cannot wait to see this film, just to see Glenn Powell continue to ascend to the heights that he is ascending to. He's been on an absolute tear of late. And to work with Edgar at this stage of his career, I mean, come on.
Hey, buddy. You're on Freebie.
Believe me, that's only the start of what's coming out that week, because we also have Keeper.
You make the children.
I want to go.
I want to leave now. I want to go back to before.
Osgood Perkins is quite simply cracking out horror film after horror film at the minute, because while work on The Monkey was held up due to actors' strikes, and The Monkey of course came out around March of this year, he made this. Some of the ways that Osgood got around the SAG and Writers Guild restrictions at the time was to recruit a majority Canadian crew to bypass the whole struck work thing, and it was also acquired on the market at Cannes. When you get a film that's acquired at Cannes, you've got a big amount of credibility attached to it. This one is going to do very, very, very well with the horror demographic. We're not going to cover it, despite the fact I've had to watch a lot of horror for CineWire. But Osgood's just been cracking out good horror film after good horror film after good horror film. He knows his audience, he knows what's going to work, and I think it's going to have a bit of a foothold within the UK cinema market. It's just a shame that it's not opening 2 weeks early, because it would have been an amazing Halloween film. And from one holiday to another holiday, do we have to mention the C word? Do we have to mention the C word? Alright then, because Gurinder Chadha has made a Christmas film.
I'm your ghost of Christmas past.
I remember.
Uganda has declared all Asians must leave immediately.
I was frightened. It was my home. I didn't want to leave. You think these memories will change me?
Yes.
Yes, the director of Bend It Like Beckham has made a modern Bollywood take on A Christmas Carol, and this cast includes Kunal Nair, Hugh Bonneville, Boy George, and Mark Kermode's favourite actor. I'm not even going to do the impression because it would peak the microphone, but Danny Dyer.
If I ever see him, I'm going to put something right across his canister.
It's an independent British film, and I know Gurinder's been quite outspoken about the fact that in the current climate that we're in, it was a task to get this film financed and made. So full credit to her to get this film in cinemas in time for Christmas. It's got the name talent, it's got proven star power. I don't know where it's going to land box office wise. It's going to do best here in England. I don't know how it will fare in the States. But it's opening in cinemas. It's the first Christmas film of the year. We've got to mention it. Now, there's a couple of big films out on November 21st, and we'll get to that one. But this thing's also opening in a pretty good little bit of counter-programming.
You killed hundreds of civilians, including the family of a Finnish commando who took revenge and became a legend. The legend entered Soviet Union 10 hours ago. I'm sending you to clean up your mess.
Reissue Road to Revenge is a sequel to a film that was very well regarded within the wider TheJackSmit.com team. It was a very brutal independent film, and this one seems to continue in tradition. Like I say, very well regarded within the wider TheJackSmit.com team. Got a very limited release. This one will probably be more of a very limited release considering what it's going to be opening against. But it's a film that has its market. It's a bit of action, it's a bit of drama. It's getting a UK cinema release, and it's worth a mention. The week after, well, we've got another streaming film to look forward to because Benoit Blanc is back on the big screen for a very limited cinema run.
To understand this case, we need to look at the myth that's being constructed. A man gives a sermon. He then, in plain sight of everyone, walks into a sealed concrete box. And 30 seconds later, that man is lying dead. A classic, impossible crime.
Wake Up Dead Man played the London Film Festival a little earlier in October. Now this is going to get a limited run in cinemas. Rian Johnson is quite rightly keeping his cards close to his chest about the plot. But we all know Knives Out is one of the most unique franchises in the business. Because where else would you get Daniel Craig talking about donuts?
To wrap off the trilogy that made the whodunit a cool genre again, Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Kaylee Spaney, Daryl McCormack, Josh Brolin and Thomas Hayden Church complete the cast in what is set to be another big film for Netflix when it eventually reaches the streaming services. Cinemas will get Wake Up Dead Man exactly 12 days before it comes out on Netflix, with most of you being able to watch it from December 12th.
And then bringing the curtain down on November, on the 28th, is Zootropolis 2.
Let me ask you something. Do you think we're a good team?
Of course. I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else. We check the perimeter, snoop a little, we find nothing, we bail.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
There's a snake!
When the original Zootropolis opened here in the UK in March of 2016, it became a classic buddy comedy that just happened to star a con artist fox and a perky bunny rabbit cop. Now, they are back on the case, with these two animal lawmakers going undercover to catch a criminal snake played by Ke Huy Quan, arguably one of the nicest men in Hollywood.
I have to set things right, and when I do, my family will finally be able to come home.
Woo! Hops and Wild. Dream team.
It's gonna do well going into that crucial Christmas period where the family market is gonna want a film to enjoy. I bloody loved Zootropolis 1. It was one of the best Disney animated films of the last 10 years. If they can nail the landing, I'll be very impressed. A lot of the same cast and crew and creatives are back, and it's gonna be another situation for Disney that they could easily assume box office dominance going into the Christmas holidays.
While Zootropolis owns the dominance in the family market, award season begins in earnest on the 28th as one of the big awards contenders in Christie lands in UK cinemas.
What are you doing sneaking around behind my back?
Sneaking around. Hey, Dad. I think I want to come home.
You want to lose your trainer, your career?
All of it.
This one features Sydney Sweeney as we have never seen her before, playing Christy Martin, the most successful female boxer of the 1990s, in a biopic that swept the board at the London Film Festival a couple of weeks ago. This really is the start of the Oscar consideration season, and what a way to begin it.
We could only really have one film as the Smit Hot film for November. It's the one that most of the industry have pinned their entire financial forecasts around. We all know how big this film is going to be, because shiz is about to get very, very real.
This is between us, the wizard, and I.
The Wicked Witch can't elude us forever. Not with Prince Fiero and his squadron hot on her trail.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. No one believed in you more than I did.
Elphaba. They're coming for you.
Last year, Wicked Part 1 became undoubtedly the biggest cinema release of 2024 within narrative cinema. And almost exactly 1 year to the day later, the concluding part of John M. Chu's adaptation of the beloved West End show is going to land in cinemas around the world. Filmed back to back with Part 1, For Good picks up exactly where we left off. After challenging the wizard's totalitarian regime in Oz, Elphaba must grapple with her identity as the Wicked Witch of the West. Meanwhile, the wizard has given Glinda the title of the Good and a public status as the nation's defender. These two will make decisions that seal their fates in a film that will launch many a cinema's refurbishment plan to the public, featuring at least 2 brand new songs exclusive to the film. Arguably the easiest way to get yourself qualified for the Oscars. This is likely to perform bigger and better than Part 1 did. And of course, it's more Cynthia and Ariana on press tours.
I've seen this week people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that.
I didn't know that that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was happening.
Even if Elphaba is a bit more of a baddie this time round.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Now, there's not much in terms of reissues or events going on this month. We've got Paw Patrol Christmas on November 7th, we've got a bit of ballet on Bonfire Night, and an art exhibition beamed to cinemas on the 11th. But as this episode of Front Row goes out, something a bit close to home is happening for me at the Lancashire Film Network. It might have been mentioned once or twice, but I'm privileged to be involved in the Cinewire Film Festival in Fleetwood. And on today, as this episode of Front Row goes out on November 3rd, tickets have gone on sale with the Marine Hall for the festival itself. Between February 26th and March 1st, we'll be putting on 4 days of the best independent films from around the world within the LGBTQ, family-friendly, documentary and horror and thriller strands. We have a schedule, and we are also delighted to say that we've got some really good value pricing as well. Tickets start from just £6 for a single block, 12 quid for the day, 20 quid for a 2-day pass, and if you're under 25, we've got next gen tickets available for you, giving you the best possible access at the best possible value for money. marinehall.co.uk is where you need to go to buy tickets, and if you're a filmmaker, you've got until the end of this month, the 30th of November, to get your film in the mix to be considered for selection. Everything you need to know about the festival can be found at CW Film Fest on all social media platforms. We've been spotlighting the best submissions across TheJackSmit.com with our Indie Film Friday posts on the Instagram. It's been a privilege shaping this festival, and it's only the start of things to come within the Lancashire Film Network, which is us, Lytham International Film Festival, and a few very exciting new things that I can't say a thing about online until their festival director gives me the all clear to say it. Believe me, we are bringing this stuff all over the region, and I cannot wait to see where this journey takes me. Who knows? Might literally take me just down the road from Smit HQ. But that pretty much is it for Front Row this month. We've got a big amount of content coming your way across Cinewire, across the blog. We've got a brand new episode of The Journal in the works. It will go out when we announce the Cinewire programme. We've got another Front Row preview for Cinewire, and we'll be back next month to preview December. And who knows, before long, we'll be getting ready to say bye-bye 2025 with 2025 wipe. I've got to start writing this thing. So, yeah. Front Row is available wherever you get your podcasts from. So if you want to listen to us on the go, you can. And if you want to watch it with clips from all the films, head to the TheJackSmit.com YouTube channel and our Facebook page where you can watch it in full. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to do it all again for December. But for now, I've been Jack from TheJackSmit.com, and that is your lot.